Where'd I put? Oh, there it is.
Like, how do we?
All right.
So he doesn't get to play the 1, 2, 3 game.
Right. Yeah. He kind of. So.
Are you gonna count to 3 this time?
Sure.
Yeah,
I don't believe
like that
you.
face already. I can't get my finger.
One. Hold up. You can't just start.
No, I
You
gotta get
can't-
my finger underneath it. Ready?
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is still technically a race.
I see how
You
it
just
is.
don't ever wait till 3.
All right. Well, so you're gonna let me count? Are you gonna let me count?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you count.
Okay. 1, 2, 4,
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure you can actually do it this time. I didn't even open it.
I didn't know it was supposed to be a race.
It's not a race, but
I mean,
an
why
ethnicity maybe.
Hear every little bit.
Man, this mic is like.
Yeah.
Well, it's a less directional mic than your mics.
Oh.
So let me turn it down a little bit. Is that
So we
better?
could sit closer and
Better.
use the same mic.
Technically, yes. Oh man, for some reason, room temperature Dr. Pepper is just kind of hitting me weird.
Yeah, it's a little different. If you're not used to drinking warm sodas.
Okay. So, yeah, we got a bunch of questions today. Oh, everyone knows who Ethan is. We haven't even acknowledged he exists
hi.
yet.
Oh yeah, we do have a guest.
His name is Ethan. He's my friend.
You
That
said
was a-
that very
wow.
suspiciously.
Well, I
like-
was.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's your friend now.
I thought we were, but now I'm starting to question it.
Do you feel like you're Jason's friend right now?
I thought so, but not anymore.
Well, I was trying to think of some punchline that was suggestive of something, but I couldn't
Oh.
think of anything that was. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything good, so then I just went with
he's
the
my
truth.
tailor or what? He
He's
sews my pants together.
future something, and then I don't know.
I would say brother-in-law, but that's not a chance of that happening.
Not anymore. Hopefully. Well,
Do you have another sibling?
no. There's always the chance of Isaac dying.
That got dark real quick.
Very true. I mean,
Or just the chance of divorce, I guess, but we'll pretend not.
Marriages don't end.
Dang. Dang.
In case you didn't know, I got divorced
I
at
know.
7 months.
I know. Did you spill some there? It's a pretty big spot to be missing. Just gonna turn into a big roast, like the whole time. We're just gonna roast each other the whole time. All right. So, all right. Well, you like starting off with anything new
All
happening?
right,
this
yeah.
week?
Did anything new, anything interesting happen to you this week?
Saw an awful movie on HBO Max called Colossal. Don't waste your time.
Is it about a shark?
No.
A giant.
Kind of.
Ooh, hey.
It's Anne Hathaway plays a drunk who, when walking into a specific park, summons a giant monster in Seoul, South Korea. That
I was gonna
mimics
say,
her,
is this like a North Korean propaganda movie?
possibly, but it summons a giant monster that just wreaks havoc, and she has no idea she's just walking through a park. And then her childhood friend, played by Jason Sudeikis, also whenever he walks into the park, a giant robot's summoned into Seoul, South Korea. I thought it was going to be a movie that was just so off the wall. It's awesome, but it takes itself so seriously. It can't decide if it wants to be a rom-com, a action comedy, or a monster movie, and it fails at all three. Very disappointing.
Kind of already out on Anne Hathaway, to be honest. Sorry if you like her as an actress.
I think she's pretty good. Jason Sudeikis was a selling point. I really like him.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't have a clue who either of those people are.
Yeah, very aware. Very aware. It sounds like a very off-the-wall movie too. Like summons monster. I mean, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
If it was a comedy, it probably would have been better, but it's like not at all.
Huh. Okay.
Don't recommend it.
0 stars?
I would say 2 stars.
Okay.
2 out of
stars.
10.
Yeah. Okay. Jason, you got anything this week?
Well, my knee.
Yeah.
Yay. My knee hurts, and I don't know why.
So, I feel like he was not limping when I first see him. And then he starts limping after he tells me his knee hurts. Like within, I don't know, 30 minutes of me seeing him. He was sitting down most of it, so maybe I just missed it.
You.
I literally hopped on one leg to the door.
I thought it was more of like oh, I got to get the door, not a like, oh, I'm going to the door. I mean, it was more of a like,
yeah, I got to get to the door.
Right.
So
but it wasn't like,
that's why I hopped and didn't just hobble.
Right. I mean, I've seen people like, oh, hey, like you're excited to see the person who I thought was your friend
Dang,
on the other side of the door.
That's a little bit too much excitement. Like hopping up and down.
No, I agree now that, after the whole, we're not sure if he's your friend, like maybe you didn't want to answer the door.
Don't worry. I wouldn't have invited you on the podcast if I didn't like you.
Okay. That makes me feel better.
He invited you on the podcast just to let you know they're not friends.
All right. It seems legit.
Okay. I have nothing new for this week.
Nothing?
No, I mean, I got one more week of training, 1 week, relax, and recover, and then I got comp. So, I mean, I'm pretty much focused on lifting right now. So.
Yep. And I'm going to be out of town all week at Poetry Nationals. So
ooh, hey.
I'll be in Florida.
Gonna be coming back with a trophy.
Hopefully. My poem is done. Maybe I'll put a link to it or something if someone wants to read
That'd be
it.
Cool.
Yeah.
You could just do an extra video on here about it. Stand in front of the camera and.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, I'll pass.
You should get like a turtleneck,
Pass.
like a hipster hat and a scarf, and then just have a camera sitting on you in a rocking chair.
There you go.
Reading the poem.
Put fake glasses on.
Yes.
Like just the frames, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Tie it all together. All right. Do you want to do the basketball thing?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay. So So this is where I'm going to give stats or career highlights and awards for an NBA player. Jason's gonna try to guess who I'm talking about, just based on that. Last time I gave 2 specific, and they got it really quickly. So this time I'm gonna try to not give dates and maybe just the awards themselves, and we'll see how far we get before I start getting like super detail into it. So let's go with. I'm gonna try to be a little picky here. Too much. All right. Don't want to do that one either. Sorry. So NBA All Rookie Team. That's the first one you get. So
Okay. There's a lot of options there.
Yeah. Let's see. All NBA First Team.
Okay. That's a big deal.
NBA All-Star Game MVP.
Okay.
We also have NBA All-Star. Let's see.
How many times?
Oops. Oh, so you want that part already?
Uh-huh.
So which one do you want?
How many times was he an All-Star?
12.
Oh. Okay.
So that's gonna help you out quite a bit.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I still haven't narrowed down an era yet, but
that's gonna help. I mean, 12 that'll help.
Yeah, that helps.
Let's
a lot.
see.
There's
NBA
quite a few though.
Finals MVP. And then
Only one.
I've skipped how many times on all these. So
I think I am gonna need
in NBA Finals.
Because this is still a lot of people, a lot of options. This could be.
So he's a 3-time NBA Finals MVP.
Oh, okay.
NBA champion. Now,
obviously,
I'm gonna say more than one. I'll give it to you because I don't know how much. It should help quite a bit. I would think 5. He's a 5-time NBA champion. 3-time NBA Finals MVP.
Okay. I've formulated an answer that could be wrong.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm guessing Tim Duncan.
Wrong.
Okay.
That's fine. I want you to be wrong. Last time you guys got so quick.
Wait, is there any MVPs?
Yes.
In there?
Yes. So do you mean finals or just okay? So he is a 3-time NBA Most Valuable Player.
Okay.
NBA is basketball, right?
It is basketball. Yeah, okay. You are correct.
Okay. Man, who has only 3? I mean, this could be LeBron.
No,
but I don't feel like it's LeBron.
It's not LeBron
because he hasn't won 5 championships. He only has 4, right?
Yeah.
Magic Johnson.
He got it.
For real?
Yeah.
I was just the only basketball player I could think of.
And Jason goes down for a loss. And I don't think you got the last one either.
No, Caleb got it too.
Oh my gosh.
That was a total guess. I've never watched basketball. I couldn't even tell you what team Magic Johnson played on.
So the ones that I was starting to read at first, where it kind of threw me off a little bit, I think it would have helped too much, was telling you like he was NBA steal leader, an assist leader. Some of those I kind of left out, so I feel like it would have helped a little too much.
Yeah.
And then like
steals wouldn't help. Assists would have really helped.
Right when I got to this one, I was like, yeah, I'm not saying that one because a Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm like, that's gonna help a little too much, I think too. Okay, you want to start with the first question? You just bang your elbow on the door.
Yep.
Now your elbow's gonna hurt match your knee.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna be walking like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. All right. You ready for the first question, or you got anything else?
I am ready for the first question.
Okay. So, what's something from a video game you wish you had in real life? Guest man, you're first.
An energy sword from Halo.
That was very quick. I'm impressed.
Or energy shields from Halo. Or Spartan armor from Halo.
Halo.
Anything from Halo.
Okay.
Sprint. Man, is there a game where you have a girlfriend?
Sims.
Any number of role-playing games if you play your cards right. And by cards, I mean controller.
Okay. It's true. Man, this is a hard...
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many ways I can go with this. Like, what's a thing? Like, because there's like whole worlds inside games. Is a world a thing? Because that'd be pretty cool in a way, you know? Just like go and... No, I wouldn't.
I feel like that's a little deep. I feel like that's a little deep. As
Yeah.
far as what they quit, I think they're just wanting like kind of like what you did, like an item probably from a game. You know, not necessarily like a whole world. Because I definitely would agree that'd be kind of cool.
Right. Well, I mean, a jetpack would be pretty dope.
Absolutely.
From which game, though?
Halo.
Those are only short
Definitely
bursts,
Halo.
though.
Yeah, that's all right, but I don't really know of another. I mean, what am I gonna go with?
Well,
Jetpack Johnny, the digital mobile game.
Do you have to say what game it's from? I mean, you say jet. I'm sure there is a game with a jetpack where you can just fly around.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying. There is a jetpack game. What's it called?
Jetpack Johnny.
Is that right? I don't. I think it's called something like that.
It's very possible.
Something similar to that. I don't.
Funny.
It's a portal gun from Portal.
I don't know what that is.
You could, like, shoot a wall and open up a portal and then shoot another wall and open up the other. And, like, if you did the floor and ceiling, you could just have something falling indefinitely.
Oh, yep. You're out, I guess.
Yeah, we're back.
All right.
We're live.
Woo! We're back. Hello. Is this me you're looking for? Okay. So what'd you pick? A jetpack?
Yeah.
Now we're kind of back.
Yeah, what do you pick? Dog.
I don't know. It was kind of... It didn't feel smooth like you felt a little.
No.
Like dog.
I thought you were saying he would pick a dog from a video game.
Oh.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Is there a specific dog in a video game?
Dog meat and Fallout.
Or
No
you,
idea.
you can train a dog to follow you in Skyrim.
Or
That's
you can
true,
feed
yeah,
a
that-
dog bones in Minecraft.
That's true.
It's weird.
Minecraft dog, follow you around. Block dog,
Man.
name him Brick.
Wow. This is tough, I'll be honest with you, to pick an item out
It's
of
so
a...
infinite.
Right.
Feeling, yeah.
Wow. I don't know. Probably one of the thousands of swords from Skyrim.
Okay.
Or the...
It would be nice to
I'll
just
tell you
have,
what.
like, a
I do
really
like
nice sword.
Oreo's bow. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's the bow you can actually shoot and take out the sun in the game. So you
I
mix
don't feel like you should have that power.
Yeah, you darkness forever. You mix it with the vampire queen's blood, and it'll actually take out the sun.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how you get it back though. Like I've never used it, to be honest with you. It's because I've never done the vampire part, so I don't have no need to block out the sun. So I don't know. I don't know if it just takes it out for a certain amount of time or forever.
I did not get that far into Skyrim. Now I'm really wishing I did.
That's one of my favorite games. I love it.
I got to a level where you're supposed to steal from like high elves,
Yeah.
sneak out, and it glitched and made me restart.
Oh.
And I threw my controller and haven't played it.
Oh,
That was
okay.
7 years ago.
So there are like some weird glitches in it. So like there's one where you become a werewolf and then that group, and there's a part of it where you go out back and you gotta like fist fight one of the guys or whatever. Well, right at the end where they like accept you, it glitches and then you gotta restart it, but it still confirms that you go past that part, so you don't have to do it again.
Interesting.
Yeah, it does it every time I've ever played it, and I've played it a couple times over. Like I've not beat it because there's so much stuff you can do. Like it's
Right.
kind of almost never ending almost.
Right.
But like I've restarted a couple times, and each time I do that, it glitches every time on the same spot.
Interesting. The second question?
Yeah, do you understand it? I guess
Yeah.
I don't really understand it.
What urban legend do you wish was real?
Okay.
Do you not know what an urban legend is?
No.
like
Oh, boy.
crocodiles in the sewer.
Okay. I think I'm probably out on this one.
It's just like anything that, it's not true, but like people say it's true. Like around here, Sand Road has like the number of turns changes every time, and like
That's real.
you see what I mean?
No, it's real.
So that's an urban legend.
No, it's not because it's real.
Some urban legends turn out to be true.
Right, so it could be real,
Okay.
but still an urban legend. Like it's something that's not really believable, but
Okay.
everyone in that area believes it. Or
The Legend of Keith Urban. You guys go.
Are you saying you don't believe Keith Urban is actually real?
Right.
Okay.
I'm down for that.
All right. Yeah.
It'd be a better world, honestly. But
Much better. The less country music's the better.
Okay.
definitely, especially that kind of pop country music. Anyway, we've gone off on
You
that
guys,
already.
yeah. Do you guys have
Okay.
have one of these urban legend thingies?
That I wish was real. Well, not Nail Trap. Because that would be terrifying.
Do like cryptids fall under the banner of urban legends?
I don't know what cryptids are.
Bigfoot, Mothman.
Oh, yeah.
I would guess so.
I'm
I'm just learning out about these, so.
I mean, Bigfoot, we don't know if Bigfoot's real or not.
I'm convinced he is. I'm wearing a Bigfoot shirt right now, but
Oh, look at that.
and an alien.
Well, I mean, I guess I wish Bigfoot was real. Well, like, I wish Bigfoot was interacting-able. You know what I'm saying? Wish we could interact with this beast. Just because new animals are super cool to me. Or whatever it is.
I mean, it could be absolutely terrifying. There's a book called De-Evolution that's like a horror book about this group of people who are cut off, and a tribe of Sasquatch Bigfoot start like hunting these people. It's actually really good.
Sounds kind of cool. I don't know if I really want that to be real. I don't know if this is necessarily an urban legend. But so here locally in before you get to Evansville, right around that, what's that gas station is between here and Evansville?
Like Country Mart that used to be Bustlers?
Yes. So when I was in high school, there was a church that's way back behind it. So there's you go down that road, and I don't remember exactly where it's at, but some friends wanted to go there. It's supposed to be haunted. Like, it's been abandoned. It's been left for like a long period of time.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's falls underneath this, because they supposedly it's a haunted place.
Yeah.
So we went to see if it's real, you know, what's going on with it. So, and it's nighttime, so that helps.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So we go on this property, which is a bunch of signs that says don't. And we're walking up to this church, and everybody else was kind of weird about the whole thing. Like, so, like, I don't think about things too much when, you know, like, I'm not like super like, oh, we're gonna see a ghost, or we're gonna, you know, I don't know. They were super way more like into this, like, oh yeah, you know, it's like whatever. So we get there, and everybody like stops, like, and we're still a good 30 yards, 40 yards away from this church, like a pretty good distance still. And like, I continued to walk. I was like, no, as far as we go. Like, what do you mean as far as we go? Like, are we gonna go at least up to it? You know, like,
right.
And I mean, my buddy says he's seen like a shadow through the window, and like another stranger guy that we were kind of friends with but not super close with. He was like he gets down and he's like feeling the grass. And I'm like, what is going on here? Like, you guys are really into whatever's happening here. Like, nothing's happening. And I really wanted to get closer. Like I mean, to me, it's just a building.
Right.
To them, it was more. You know, they really read into the urban legend, I guess, or really felt like it was a real thing. And I just, not me. And they're like, no, as far as we go. Like, how can you come to a haunted place to see if it's haunted and then not actually?
So did you not go by yourself?
No, but see, I also had I don't care enough to do it on my own either. Like, we left and I was like, I felt like it was a wasted trip.
I see.
But whatever.
Yeah. So, have you ever been down Baney Camp Road? Because, oh my goodness, that road is insane.
Yeah.
Sounds
is
familiar.
it not?
Where is it at?
Like, it's right off of the highway. Like where you turn right. Well, no. Do you know where, like, the villas are? You know what I'm talking about? Like, if they're on the left side of the highway, if you're driving to Evansville, there's, like, that whole community down there with all all the buildings are tan. It's a walled community.
Oh, maybe.
Okay. Anyway, it's that road. If you turn left on it, if you're heading toward Evansville, and you go far enough, so there used to be a tuberculosis quarantine, like, hospital there, and it's abandoned. So there's this massive, you know, it looks kind of like a psych ward or something. It's that type of building.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, and then there's like 3 massive mansions. Not massive. 3 mansions, meaning like 2 or 3 stories, large houses. Okay. That
are like mansion, or I mean, Still big, I guess.
Yeah. I just don't. I'm not. It's not like. I'm not trying to overplay it, but
you could have.
They're abandoned as well, and so you're going down this road, and there's these mansions with vines growing all over them. This thing that looks like a abandoned psych ward, and there's like a semi without a trailer parked at one of these mansions.
Sweet.
And like an old Corvette that's just rotting into the ground. And
I wonder if we can find out who owns.
I know
the property.
Anyway, it's really wild.
We can if we
like to drive,
squatters' rights.
like you're just like driving down the road and you're all happy, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Whoa, that's creepy. Whoa, that's creepy." Like it just keeps going, and then you come back on the other side and you're happy again.
I have no idea where you're talking about. But
Gotta take you there.
I am curious now. I want to break in, see if I can find treasures.
Whoa. I mean, it's abandoned, so is it really still a break-in? Like, what if we don't break anything? Like, what if the door's just unlocked?
Right.
I mean, if
I
they
want to
left...
go in. I shouldn't say break in. I want...
I mean, if there's a car and a tractor... I mean, they probably didn't, like, let's lock the door. Surely the door's unlocked. Surely we can just walk right in.
So I have a story.
I mean, it is Mount Vernon, so it's probably meth labs in there.
It's Evansville.
He's got a point.
It's still
doesn't
Indiana.
matter.
Yeah.
There's probably meth labs in there.
It's very possible.
But I vote that we take a camera and
What's
go.
way more cool is the tuberculosis hospital, though. Like,
Are you a fan of tuberculosis?
no, but it's just a massive place.
Right. Yeah.
That's completely
Well, it'd
abandoned.
be like it's a giant hospital that's just empty, right?
Right. And I do see cars there sometimes, though. So, like, somebody must do something in there. But
make
it's,
meth. We've already talked about
yeah. Exactly.
We would probably get caught.
Exactly.
I
Like,
wonder,
somebody owns that place, but the mansions with it is, like, so odd to me.
I wonder if we can find out who owns it and just see if we can, like...
Right. Oh, there's
check it
also, like, a little bunker place at one of these houses. It's, like, a little... like the train car we have out there.
So like a mound with like go underneath it or something, like into the ground.
Yeah, but it's made out of that kind of metal.
Okay.
But it's built like this, like wall, horizontal roof, straight roof, horizontal roof, boom, and it's like a little pentagon, metal building. It's really weird.
This sounds fantastic. You're only making me more and more curious.
Anyway, so back to my story.
I thought this was a story.
So, me and my friend, we went to this abandoned house. We saw it was abandoned, whatever. We just, like, drove our golf cart over there. And I think there was a house fire there. That's what it looked like. We, like, went through the house a little bit and stuff. They, left everything. Walking along. And my friend literally grabs me and pulls me aside because I was like one step from stepping into a well, like a real well, stone well, and like you can't see the bottom, like that deep.
That would be awful.
Yeah.
You think your
Pretty
knee?
amazing.
You think your knee hurts now?
Yeah.
That'd be the way to go.
That would be the way to go.
You can just like, you'll be a legend, like. You'll be long
This
dead,
boy
and
fell
your
in a
story will still be told.
Yeah, and who knows what my friend does?
well.
He just like, well,
And now just Jason's
goes home.
dead body haunts the house.
Anyway,
You're going to turn
so the
into
story
an
is
urban
not
legend
done
yourself.
yet. I'm gonna turn into an urban legend. Yeah, that'd be great. This is where it gets crazy. So there's a barn. We go into this barn. It's mostly broken down and stuff, but there's an attic. Of course, we try to climb up in there.
An attic? A what?
An attic?
Like a meth addict?
That's what I was thinking.
No, not addict.
Oh.
Attic.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Or loft, I guess. It's a barn. We'll call it a loft.
Right, yeah.
And
Hayloft. Yeah.
so we climb up there. But, like, okay, so this loft is all, like, mostly broken. Like, there's just, like, some boards, some not boards. Right in the center of this loft is a briefcase. Just sitting there.
Did you open it?
So, it was me and my friend and his older sister. She was, like, 24 or something. We were like 14.
Okay.
So she's like, I'll go do it because I don't want to be responsible for you guys getting hurt.
Just opening a briefcase?
No, to get to the briefcase. Because
it's in the loft. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought there was like an easy... I thought you guys were already in the loft.
No, like we just climbed up to the loft. But I'm serious, like,
Gotcha.
like most of the loft is broken.
Okay.
Like most of the loft isn't there. So anyway, she like very carefully, like trying to follow the rafters and stuff, gets over to it. It's a big loft too, so it's not just like from here to there or something. Like she had to go pretty far to get it. We get this briefcase and we took it home.
You didn't open it there?
Well, I don't think we did because it might have a lock on it or something.
The curiosity would have killed me. I would have tried to open it right
It might have had a lock on it or something. I don't remember.
Okay.
And we open it and it was just full of love letters from this guy and his wife, I guess, when they were dating or whatever. So it's just a briefcase full of love letters.
That's a huge letdown.
From some dead people.
That is.
Did you try and find the any identifying thing?
We were too stupid back then. I don't remember what even happened to that thing. I wonder what they did with it
maybe they died in the house fire.
Well, I'm saying, like, what happened to the briefcase? I don't know what my friends did with the briefcase.
Oh, we're past that.
But yeah, like those the most of them were dated and stuff, and they were definitely dead people. But yeah.
Do you remember the date by chance? No, it's been a long time ago. Okay.
No, I was too young to pay attention properly.
I was like
I was like 11.
Like money or like a knife,
right?
Like something crazy, and then it's almost like when they like gonna open up like a tomb or something. You're like, oh look, we're your mind just goes crazy, and then it's just like nothing, a dirty floor. I mean, the
true
note
treasure was friendship we made along the way.
I mean, the notes are cool. I mean, that is still cool. I wish got a little bit more from it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Still pretty cool.
But when you're 14, you're not gonna think that's anything probably cool at 14.
It is still pretty cool experience overall. Like the overall experience is pretty amazing.
Right. I think at 14 though, I'd be like, letters.
Did you see that movie recently with Sandra Bullock and Brad Pitt and what's it called? It came out pretty recently.
Probably not.
It's a adventure movie.
Oh, I remember seeing the commercials for it. That looked awful.
We watched it in theaters because we had nothing else to do. It was so bad. Like that, what you just said sarcastically a second ago, the adventure was the friendship we made along the way.
Was that serious?
That's literally like what the ending was, exactly. It was so... Oh, it was so bad. It's such a bad movie. There was like so bad, two
it's
really...
fun, or so bad you wish
so bad it was a total waste of my life. There was like two good jokes in there that made me laugh. And the rest of the jokes were just like like you saw them coming from a mile away. Yeah,
Hollywood's got a bad deal for doing that. And those two funny jokes were probably in the previews.
Right.
I've seen those where you're like, oh, this is funny because they show you like 3 funny parts, and then you go watch it and like those I've already seen those. Like the only funny parts were the 3 you've seen in the previews.
Yeah. The only one of the only good that I thought was a good joke in there was he's like, yeah, I gotta call this dude. His name's Jack Trainer. He's like, you just name people in your phone by what they are to you or whatever. And he's like, yeah, I got Jack Trainer, Sandra Manager, and they just like started saying things. You're like, whoa.
Okay, wait a minute. Time out.
Huh?
1, I do that.
I do too.
Okay.
So I mean, it's a joke on real life.
2, that's Michael Scott.
Is it
for sure?
Okay, I don't. What? How do I have not known that?
Okay, so all right. So in The Office, so there's a few times where they do this, but do you remember the one where he's going to train the other branch because they are doing better than the one, and he's like, and he's pointing out guys, and he's like I don't know, fat guy, beard, and like he brings it back around, Brad, and I can't do it exactly the way he did it, but like that's what he did for like multiple people. It's like that's how you should remember your clients. You put something, remember that guy about, and then rhyme it with something that has his name in it.
Yeah.
He just goes like really offensive. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, well, I do that in my thing too, but it was just funny. Like the punchline, he was just like, and this is,
Right.
I don't even want to give an example, but you get what I was saying.
Right,
whereas
yeah.
like something you would not write in your phone for
For
someone.
sure. Yeah. Well, that's the. I feel like that is completely stolen from.
Just
The
totally
Office.
stolen. And then, but they did follow it up. So like later when he actually calls the guy, which is a few scenes later, he's like, "Hello, this is Jack Trainer." He's like, his name is Trainer.
Okay, that's a little different there. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's good.
But besides that, it was a terrible movie.
Okay. All right.
Don't watch it. I don't even remember what it's called, but don't watch it.
Okay. But watch The Office if you haven't.
Oh yeah, watch.
You're
The
missing
Office.
out.
Yeah.
On Peacock, there are extended super fan episodes that just have like the deleted scenes added back to it.
Oh really?
They've
I
only
heard
gone
about
up to
that.
season 5 right now, but it is great. And like if you're like me and have watched The Office easily, like no exaggeration, probably 20 times,
Oh yeah.
pilot
I'm
to
there.
finale, it's a great like way to add more to it.
Awesome.
Turn some episodes that were like 20 minutes into like 35-minute episodes, and
That's cool.
That's great.
I own all the seasons on my phone. I watch it constantly.
Wow. It's amazing. Yeah, I've only watched through it once. Like one and a half times. Cuz like I've watched all of it once and I watched with Michael, more I've watched through a lot
Right.
of them. But
Yeah.
yeah. Questions.
Oh my goodness.
Hmm.
I want to know who asked some of these. Okay. What's a favorite food you'd like to see another culture's version of? For example, pizza, but Asian. That is a very weird way, an example, I feel like, but okay. So are we talking like, I want a Chicago dog from England or something?
Right.
I mean,
So like
Or is
but
that
like
not?
flavored in their culture, I guess, right? So like if you had an Asian pizza, it would be like with soy sauce and you see what I'm saying? No, like
awful. I see what you're saying. That's
Yeah.
awful.
I've actually done this quite a bit, like cooking myself. Like I've done pizza nachos,
That sounds good.
well,
though.
that sounds good.
The soy sauce threw me off.
Like a Mexican style fettuccine.
Okay, I think I can
That
get behind
sounds
that.
good.
Yeah, those all sound fantastic. To be honest with you.
That would be great.
It's mainly, I guess, it's just Italian food turned Mexican, but
Right.
That's fine. Sounds good.
Just take the
I don't really have like that, but there are other culture foods that I do like.
Well,
And
yeah.
blood sausage is really good.
I like blood sausage as well. Yeah.
Victor
Got
Man.
me onto it
yeah,
as well.
me too. Yeah, fantastic, man.
Yep.
And that's huge over like Ireland, England, like places
Right.
like that. And
I actually
Can we
had
get
it
it
in
here?
Dublin.
I mean, I guess
I
we
don't
can't because
know.
Victor made it. So I mean, where did he get
Oh.
it?
Right. I don't know.
what is blood sausage?
Or they call it also black sausage, I think, over there as well.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, I
it's-
actually had it in Dublin the first time I had
Oh,
it.
really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
even better, probably.
Yeah, we were at a hostel thing, and they had breakfasts there while we were staying there, and they had blood sausage.
So
one
do you
of
know the
days.
exact thing to explain what it is? I know there is blood in it. It's cooked to a certain way to where it becomes kind of like a solid gel-like almost. But I think there might be more incorporated, obviously. But I'm
Yeah,
not sure what
there
it
is.
is
I
exactly.
don't know well enough what it is.
Give me 1 second. Let's find out.
It's different. It's really good though, in my opinion.
Not that it matters. It sounds disgusting, but either way. But what animal's blood is turned into it?
Black pudding. Sorry, they also call it black pudding. That's another one.
Right, that's
I
true.
have heard of that in blood pudding.
Let's see.
Right, that's yeah. It's not like pudding though. I don't know why it would be called that.
Just sounds awful.
It's very salty. I mean, man, it's been a while since I've had it, but I really liked it when I had it.
Okay, so basically same as regular sausage, but there's blood. There's just more blood in it, so it gives it
Okay.
a softer texture. which is why I almost like a gel-like texture because it's softer, but it still tastes very similar to because there's still
tastes
sausage,
like sausage
in it, you know.
just
There's still
saltier
pork
and
in
softer.
it, but
Yeah.
just a lot more blood in it. Make it into a gel sausage.
You said it's like United Kingdom, Britain, Ireland.
Yeah, all over there in that area. Yeah.
That just further convinces me that that part of Europe has the worst taste in food.
Oh,
That's
I like it.
pretty much true. I would venture to say.
I've never been outside the United States. I have had people give me like candies and stuff from over there and just from
Okay, well, Turkish delights do not count.
Turkish delights are awful.
They're so bad.
Why would someone betray their siblings for that?
Telling
Who
you
are you
what,
getting candies from?
Isaac.
Isaac, missionaries who have come to church.
Yeah. And remember Travis brought us Japanese candy? Were you around at that time?
I didn't have any.
Oh, it was so bad.
I remember, but I didn't have any.
Oh, it was so bad. I usually don't like foreign desserts.
Here's the thing. I think we're just getting the bad stuff from there. America makes some bad stuff too.
Oh yeah, it's true.
But I know it's this. I know we're kind of on the subject, but I watch a guy on YouTube that is like an eating challenge like champion, and he's from the UK area, and so he's got videos where he does a lot of challenges over there. They got a lot of good foods, or at least they look good. Anyways, I will say the weirdest one for breakfast, beans is actually a big thing for breakfast, which is off-throwing to me.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that doesn't sound off. Like
beans for breakfast?
Baked beans, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Oh, you just like them. Wait a minute.
I just like baked beans.
Well, that's a little different. But you can't go anywhere for the breakfast to order and there's beans.
Right.
Normally.
Yeah, that's.
But that's
odd.
like their like side dish for breakfast.
That's interesting.
I guess they don't get everything wrong.
No, he's a fan. I don't like your candy, but your beans beans for breakfast is down.
As long as it's like baked beans, like what's served like.
Yeah, it looks like baked beans. Now I'm not positive, but it does look like it.
Cool. Slovakian. What is wrong with me? Slovak food
Star Trek
is good. Now, you might not think so.
Yeah, I'm already a skeptic.
So, well, a lot of this is Hungarian too, but their cultures intermingle a lot. But
That's
so,
racist.
How? So they halushki is really good. It's basically mac and cheese, but made with ewe cheese and bacon.
What cheese?
Ewe cheese. Like
you
make cheese. No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh,
like,
awful.
Like
the smell's not good, let alone taste it.
So, like a ewe,
like a goat?
A ewe is a female sheep.
Okay, well I didn't know that. You could have just said
said that.
sheep.
So you need to watch my video again, my pun patrol video again.
Is it in there?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it must have went over my head.
Yeah,
at that point.
the ramming into you.
Right. Well, I didn't know that's what that meant.
They're ram and a you.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
That went over my head.
Yeah. Yeah.
A ute. Got it.
Oh boy. Anyway, so it's made out of ewe cheese and bacon.
Right.
It's really good.
Well, cheese and bacon sounds great.
Yeah, yeah. And then they have, well, obviously goulash, which I'm sure mom's made you goulash at some point. It's a stew with like every single pork meat, every different kind of pork meat. So like bacon, sausage, ham, and sauerkraut, and
maybe.
Anyway, it's really good.
I don't specifically
Is that what
recall.
was served at
Probably.
Isaac and Eileen's rehearsal?
Mm-hmm. Yes. And the homemade noodles that we put in it. You remember that? Yeah.
I didn't have any because I have a sensitive stomach, so I just don't eat anything new.
I see.
Question.
Yeah.
Homemade noodles?
Yeah.
You actually made homemade noodles?
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah, mom does it.
like rolled them out? Like
No, so they're actually kind of like clumpy.
Oh, so like
Kinda
this,
hard to
like you like
explain.
just made it with your hands then? Like I've seen them where they take it, like once they make the dough, they put it through like a roller.
Right. So it's not like that.
Okay.
They're a little clumpy and you steam them.
I got you. Yeah.
Really, really good. I haven't had that in a minute. And then,
he's getting hungry.
Yeah, dude. And then there's which they served this at lunch quite a bit when I was going to the school there. Is fettuccine.
All right.
Just buttered fettuccine with poppy seeds and powdered sugar.
Ooh, that throws me off just a touch.
Yep.
But I'm not saying I wouldn't try it.
I like it.
I'm not totally like.
I mean, it's just like, most sweet things we eat are bread. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, like I said, I'm not totally like out on it, but
right.
I'm like,
yeah, it just throws you off a little bit. I like it.
Okay.
So there's some of the culture foods there.
What's the...
Oh, also, of course...
Was there anything gross there?
Judos. Which we have those here now, but they're not as good here.
What is it?
You know those like pita breads with lamb in them and peppers and stuff? Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Would you say...
Huh?
What'd you call it?
Gyros.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we probably call them gyros here or whatever. Gyros.
I was going to say like euros or something. I guess the money.
I can only think of the Arby's commercial where it's saying it all different ways.
Yes.
Like whether you've heard it as, we now serve them at Arby's or something from like 10 years ago.
Whatever this is, we have it.
And then all their dairy products are way better. Their yogurt is amazing. Their ice cream is amazing.
Now, is
way
it
better
all
than
from
here.
like sheep or goats or something?
No.
Or do they have cows too?
Like cow.
Okay.
They're cow products.
Do it a little different?
Yeah. I don't know what they do, but it's
no
way better.
No preservatives?
Maybe. And like ice cream is a big part of the culture. So you just like walk down to the city street. There's tons of ice cream vendors everywhere. And you just get a cone for a few cents all the time. So like we ate ice cream most every day.
I'd come back fatter. Is what it sounds like to me.
And the ice cream is way better than here.
Well, then
so
can I get a gallon of that?
Yeah. And like I said, the yogurt, man, I miss the yogurt so bad. Their yogurt was so much better.
I'm not saying it wasn't any good. I'm not a huge yogurt fan, just from here. But I mean, I would try it once if you're like, this is way better than home. Then
right. Yeah. So that's cultural food, even though that wasn't the question.
I know. I don't really have. I don't. Nothing really comes to mind, I guess.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, I'm a huge pizza fan, but like I don't know. Like maybe to go over, like to Italy and get like an actual pizza from them, maybe. I mean, but it's still gonna. I mean, I know it's gonna be different, but not hugely different. I wouldn't think.
So hear me out.
Okay.
An Asian taco.
You can get that already.
Really? Where?
I mean, I guarantee I've seen stuff like that. I don't feel like that's super out there. Maybe not at a Mexican restaurant, but.
You said that. Look at the one that's. I have a list of business ideas, and I just remembered.
Asian tacos?
It'll pop up.
Yep. Chinese
I have
tacos.
random ideas pop up, and one of them that I had was a cuisine mashup restaurant, and the example I have is Chinese tacos, Fiesta pizzas.
Fiesta pizza. That sounds good. Fiesta pizza sounds fantastic, actually.
Yeah. Honestly, most pizzas sound fantastic. Like
Just
almost
one.
anything on
There's
pizza.
Just one, and I am out.
What's that?
I think you know.
Pineapple on pizza?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I'm out.
You guys are psychopaths.
Excuse me?
Especially when they
Excuse
call
me?
it,
We're psychopaths? You have warm Dr. Pepper under your bed. Yancey, if you're listening and you want Dr. Pepper, that's where they're at.
I'm going to cut that out.
There's going to be this weird gap right in the middle of all that. No, Kayla loves it.
Like,
but I think most of your family members like it.
oh, yeah.
I think it's that California thing.
We cut back in, and I'm just like crying. Just like cut everything out, and just like
we're gone. We're not even here anymore. Well, this is the end of our episode. Hope you enjoyed it.
Adam is not a part of the podcast anymore.
I think it's a California thing for your family. I think it's why Kayla likes it. I think it's why you guys like it. It's just no, not everybody from California likes it, but like that's the one key factor for you guys. I feel like it's just weird. It doesn't belong on pizza.
It was made by Canadians. That should be a huge
What?
hit. Pineapple on pizza was originally made by Greek immigrants.
Yeah,
to
there
Canada,
you go.
Trying to imitate Asian style flavors. It's nothing to do with Hawaii, actually.
Has nothing to do with Asian flavors either, I don't think, right? Pineapple, is that an Asian flavor?
Well, just like sweet and savory, they do a lot of sweet and savory stuff. Yeah.
I'm out.
That's the one place where I can give Canada a pass.
I'm out.
Sorry.
I'm out. I'm on pineapple on pizza.
Okay, I got a good question for you guys. You might have to think about this one a little bit, but if you had like a lot of money, not like you're
I wouldn't go to work every day. Is that too quick of an answer?
Like you're not the richest person in the world, but you have a lot of money, like $100 million type money. What do you think would be the best way to use your money? What do you think would be the best way to use your money? Period. Like how could you impact the world and the causes that you would like to impact?
Now, is this just like that money's like all I have, or like or
like it's your
I
money?
have businesses and they're like I got more coming in.
No, like you actually have.
Okay.
You're actually that wealthy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said for the good, like, or just in general?
Just the causes, whatever.
I did not hear for the good.
All right, so have you ever seen Jurassic Park?
Yes.
Absolutely. I would do what John Hammond did. I just think I could do it better. Invest in the dinosaur theme park.
Okay, now you mean like you're actually going to invest in making dinosaurs come back?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's kind of cool. I team up with him.
Pretty cool.
I think that the movie's over exaggerated, and I could definitely do better. Like,
I like his idea.
All right.
A lot.
I mean, I'm not a scientist. I'd hire other people to do it.
Right.
I mean, Steve Jobs did the same thing, so, and everybody loves him. So.
You made dinosaurs come back?
No, I'm just saying he hired people, and he wasn't anything.
Gotcha.
I already said this in the last podcast, but
I mean, he's got money.
Yeah.
So he's got something.
Or right now, he probably just has worms eating what's the very little is left on his flesh.
All right.
Anyway, this is what I thought I would do.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just a thought I had. Maybe it's stupid, but I think it would work for the common good, maybe, is do the opposite of what Bill Gates is doing and buy as much farmland as I can and then, like, take the risk for having farmland and allow people to farm it for, me taking the risk for it. Because I feel like that'd be a very good way to avoid famine, which it seems like we're heading toward, in my opinion. Not in America necessarily, but worldwide.
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, most of the world is all pushing against farming, period.
Okay. Right.
Like, they're trying to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And it's,
but
it's going to cause major shortages.
Okay, so my question is, why are they still not farming then? Like, if I was a farmer and they were like, don't do it, it's bad, I still wouldn't stop. So, I mean, why are people
but they
stopping?
just make it illegal. I mean, that's what Stalin did. That's what Mao did. They just, they come in, they take the farmers.
We don't care what they do over there.
They take the farmers and they put in their own farmers that don't do it as efficiently. All in the name of
the common good.
Well, yeah, and
Buddha.
What's the word I'm looking for? Good for the environment, environmental awareness type stuff. They're saying they're destroying the environment and stuff, but the problem is that people that are worse at working farms end up causing way more pollution than people who are
So
do it efficiently.
So what are they eating?
Well, that's the problem. Yeah.
Okay, but they don't have anything in place. Like, right, so we're going to stop you guys from farming.
Right.
Now what are we going to do to feed everybody? And they don't have like a plan for that?
Nope.
It's awful.
Well, I mean a lot of like the World Economic Forum type people believe in what's the word I'm looking for? A small population anyway. So basically they're saying
population control?
Yeah, so basically they're saying like, well, in order to, we're going to have to crack a few eggs to make an omelet, basically.
So we're going to have to kill a few thousand.
Million, billion, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the TED Talk where Bill Gates says he hopes to have the population reduced?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like
to
we're putting on tinfoil hats. But
to 600 million. That's the number he put it. That would be the optimum number of people to have. Yeah. Sounds great, doesn't it? Anyway, I feel like that would be the most effective way to push back against that. Just create crops.
I forgot we were even talking about having money.
So, yeah.
Oh, serious things that I would do other than investing in a Jurassic Park and maybe buying DC from Warner Bros. Would be invest heavily into researching the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
While some people are focused on space, I think the answer to problems probably lie here on Earth.
That's very possible.
Such as how, like, the bioluminescent creatures intake such a small amount, but then can still have enough energy to light up. If you're looking for a renewable source of energy, which I personally think is dumb, nuclear is the way to go. If you want an ulterior thing, and look into how that happens, like.
Yep.
He's got a lot of good ideas.
And so on the opposite side of what I was saying of, like, what Bill Gates and WEF people believe is, like, Elon Musk believes the opposite. He says, like, the more people we have, actually the better off we'll be, because the more people you have, like, the more ideas you have, and the more, the farther we advance, kind of. And he thinks that we'll actually feed ourselves better and conserve everything better if we have more people, just because it kind of makes the world more competitive. It gives people a leg up. I mean, if we advance to space, whatever, we got more people to do it, so I don't know. I don't think killing people is the answer, definitely, but
I think it's rarely ever the answer, unless the question is, what is the worst thing to do for the environment?
What is what?
What is the worst thing to do for the environment? Then the answer would be killing people.
Right, yeah, because...
Let cows fart.
Well, yeah. Well, all those protests are happening in Europe right now because they're shutting down the farmers because they're, the pollution from the cows.
Nathan actually sent me some info on that last night.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
It is.
Yep.
That sounds dumb.
I would invest in getting rid of all the diseases. Well, ones that you can get from other people.
That's what.
That sounds like an awful idea.
So you can't I'm not talking about like cancer, because you can't give that to me if you get it. But,
right.
And there's no way of getting rid of that.
I see what you mean.
I'd buy an island in the middle of nowhere, out in one of the oceans, and then just ship them out there. Test positive, you're gone.
I mean, if you get rid of all diseases, then if even a single strand comes in later on, you'll just wipe out everybody because they'll have no immune system.
Right, because I'm on board with the other guys.
Oh.
I play the long game.
Oh, boy.
That wouldn't happen while I was still here. You know how long that'd take? I put it in plan, and then I'll be dead before it happens.
Yeah.
Or go out laughing, because I know what'll happen.
Oh, man. Well, we've gone on quite long.
Have we?
We actually have. We got more time.
Okay.
If we have another question, or if Ethan, I feel like we need to cater to Ethan a little bit, because I haven't heard Ethan say much
No, I'm just not gonna speak.
Don't speak. I know just what you're saying.
The rest of the podcast is being
Serenade.
Adam just singing to Ethan.
You got any candles? Shut the lights off. We'll just have a candle by his face. That's all you can see in the camera.
We want you to speak. Speak.
Will you
speak?
So are you into superheroes and stuff?
Very much so.
Okay. Well, there we go. Favorite superhero and why?
Oh, that's tough. I want to say something more atypical, like Green Lantern or something, but I always go back to Batman and Spider-Man. Like,
okay, hold on.
Such a basic.
I knew he said Batman. I think you're gonna cut in.
Batman.
Are you about to make me pull my gun?
Oh, he's getting ready to bash your favorite right now. Batman's it.
Do I need to grab mine that's above your head? So.
Hold on. Let's let him answer fully on his favorite and why first.
Okay.
Let's get to that,
right.
and then you can do your Batman bash. All right, if you want.
All right, go ahead.
Party pooper.
Well, like I was saying, Batman and Spider-Man, but specifically the legacy characters. So, like, Batman's proteges who were Robins, have now gone on to be their own thing, such as Nightwing, Red Hood, Batgirl, Orphan, Spoiler, or the legacy Spider-Man characters like Venom, or really just Venom. Venom's my favorite.
I'm with you on that. Yeah.
Not the Eddie Brock version, the Flash Thompson version.
Okay.
Agent Venom.
So you kind of do. It's not that Batman's your favorite. It's the storyline and the other characters that go along with Batman.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely a fan of Batman.
Right, but it's because of the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So this is where Jason has a hard time because Batman doesn't have technically superpowers in a sense. Now he's fighting, yeah, and he's got money, so he's got gadgets and stuff. So I understand why
he just has money and goes and fights people instead of just using his money.
He does, but he does it in both. As Bruce Wayne, he's a philanthropist. As Batman, he's investing in technology to stop super criminals and aliens.
What's a philanthropist? I'm sorry.
Like someone who invests.
A guy with money who's mad. He's pissed.
A guy named Phil.
Who owns land.
Anyway, I really probably shouldn't speak because I've never seen a Batman movie, so.
I'm still curious to hear your opinion. Like, is that just he has no superpowers?
Well, I just feel like he's a strange character. He's just like this guy who has a lot of money and then takes the money to go fly around to fight certain people. I just don't see his whole mission as being very valuable. He just kind of like fights people because he's bored or something. I don't know. That's what it seems like.
He fights people to avenge his parents to keep that from happening to other people.
Yeah, see, that's... I don't know. It just seems like a pathetic goal for a superhero to have. That's just my opinion. But like I said, I've never even seen the movie, so I could just be dumb and ignorant, but...
I highly recommend Batman Year One. It's an animated movie, along with Batman Red Hood, or Under the Red Hood, the Nolan trilogy, Batman vs. Superman, director's cut. Don't watch the theatrical cut. It's a waste. Director's cut, very controversial to say it. Like, most people think the Batman vs. Superman is dog water, but I think Zack Snyder did it great. And I'll die on that hill.
So Superman wins, right?
No.
No, this is why you need to watch some of these things.
See, Batman's whole gimmick is he prepares for everything. He has kryptonite, which I know that's Superman's weakness.
I know that.
It's a
much.
green rock.
Well, there's other variations too.
Okay,
there's pink kryptonite.
I haven't watched
no,
it, but I'm not
pink.
It turns them gay. It hasn't been seen since the 60s, but...
It's a new one on me.
I wish I was making that up.
Oh, I wish you were too. Your favorite villain then. We got your hero. Now who's your villain?
Me?
No.
Oh.
We've already talked about this.
Isn't Venom a villain?
Anti-hero.
I don't know what that means. I mean, I understand by just hearing the word, but...
Anti-heroes will oftentimes do good, but not for the right purposes, or do good in a more violent way. Like Venom in Lethal Protector, which came out in 1997, took the leap from being a villain to an anti-hero, where he's now... What?
I just threw you off so much.
You did, yes.
Even though I'm doing like nothing.
But Venom does more good than bad now.
Okay. So villain.
Reverse Flash is really cool. Green Goblin, Carnage, Brainiac, Bizarro.
Went a little different than I thought. Okay. You got like a favorite out of those, or those are just kind of like your top guys, or
Reverse Flash probably.
Okay, that's different direction. Okay.
No idea who that is.
He's like Flash but reverse.
Do you know Flash?
Nope.
He
Flash Gordon. Fast. That's probably too young for Flash Gordon.
I would assume.
Well, Reverse Flash is
slow.
The Flash.
He runs backwards.
There's actually a villain that does that. Reverse Flash was such a huge fan of the Flash that he wanted to.
So he's like
he
a
wanted
stan.
to copy him.
He's a Flash stan.
From the year like 3000 and something, and he came back in time and ended up like he finds himself always at odds with Flash and got to the point where they're mortal enemies, and he's crucial to the Flash's origin, and Flash is crucial to his origin, so they can't kill each other, because then it will keep the other one from existing and cause a paradox.
Interesting.
Jason's actually a Flash fan.
What?
No, he's a fan of flashing people.
That's what I mean. He's a Flash fan.
Oh, okay. I see.
It's really weird.
I mean, I'm more of a fan of other people.
He only likes, but he only likes showing his nipples. So that's the
weird part. That was more information than I needed to know.
Well, that's about to change.
Right now.
I hear someone.
I do too. Slammed the door. They were not happy.
Who are these people here? So, I don't think I've shown Ethan yet how marvelous this is.
What is that?
The best thing known to man.
Can I touch it?
Yes. It feels
this
amazing
is
as well.
Than I was expecting. What is in it? There's a hole in the top. Oh my gosh. What do you use this for?
So there used to be a string through there, but then it broke off. So then my dad just hung it by its neck, and it just hung in the garage for years as, have you ever seen like people put tennis balls so that they know when to stop? That's what this was, except it just hung. So it was sort of dark, but pleasant at the same time. Because it's just this happy cow hanging in the garage.
I feel like people who don't actually know me think I'm a terrible person. Just hearing snippets of what I say, like when I'm in the supermarket and they hear, like, oh my gosh, that guy's probably damned straight to hell.
Are you speaking to yourself in the supermarket?
Sometimes.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I wouldn't think you're going to hell, but I'd be like, this guy's...
Or with, like, my brother.
That makes sense.
Or friends.
I mean, honestly, most people at work probably think we're insane.
That's true.
Because they just hear, like, snippets of conversations we have, and they're usually insane.
Mm-hmm.
They're super interesting to us, but out of context, we must sound so odd.
I'm surprised I haven't been fired yet.
I'm not.
So do you want to
Thank
hear
you.
something that weird we used to do when I was younger? Probably like. So we used to go to the movies, and this is from a movie, but
Okay.
like me and a friend would go to the movies and time it right when, and we'd always do it randomly, so the other person didn't know we were gonna do it to get like an actual like reaction from them. So when they have the previews, and we try to time it right when the preview ended, and then say something outlandish. Cause we're trying to like talk to each other through the movie, and then like it ends in like a really awkward part, and then everybody hears it because it's super quiet. Now that is from a movie when I was younger, but I can't remember what movie that was from. I want to think like Super Troopers maybe or something like that. But just something like oh yeah, it was Super Troopers. But like right at the end, like me and a buddy went to a movie, and I was like, I'm gonna do it this time. And there's people behind us. We sat actually like further down, and I timed it perfect. I mean, it was perfect. Rice is like, that's the second time I got crabs. Just like really loud. And he dies laughing, and like, he's like on the floor. He's like, no, I can't believe you just did that.
Oh man,
I used to do.
I love that.
I used to do something where I'd go into supermarkets, and it's something that they do on Impractical Jokers, but I had never seen the show before this. I'd be like, have you seen my ... Like, I'd be like, I'd go up to someone, an employee, and be like, have you seen my dad? He looks like Santa if he made a lot of bad life decisions. Or my favorite one is probably, I went up to this person, and I was like, have you seen my brother? He looks like the grown-up version of the boy from Wonder. And the movie Wonder is like this kid with really disfigured face.
Yeah.
The movie had just come out at the time, and the person just goes, oh, bless his heart.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I do. I've done stuff like that before where like I see someone I know is like coming up behind me or something. I know they didn't see me see them. I'll just like talk to the person like about that person or something,
Oh, that's funny.
You're like, and he keeps coming around and drinking my soda and or whatever it is, and just like talk about them like I don't know they're there and I'm gossiping about them.
There's like a thing like on TikTok where they do that. Their guy will pretend like he's on the phone with somebody, like he's getting in a fight. It's like, oh yeah, when you come down here and we'll fight. And he looks like a guy like like, oh, I got a gold shirt on with a lion on it and blue pants. Like he's describing someone else that's off to the side. Yeah, and the guy's like, what? They start freaking out like, what? Hey, no. And then he just like walks away. He's like, good luck.
All right, well, definitely feel like this has come to an end. I'm not keeping this at all.
I don't think you should. It would be awful.
I just mean the whole green glass door thing.
Yeah, I think you should definitely there was too much dead space.
Oh, it's
not
super boring.
Yeah.
I might like cut like a few like minimal small parts of it or something.
So did we have a sign out that we're gonna do? Did you ever think about that? I didn't.
I
didn't. Like
a new sign out.
Yeah.
We switch up the sign out like every 3 episodes.
You should just end with a G.K. Chesterton quote.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either.
He was a 20th century philosopher and apologist. My favorite quote of his is, scholars are suspiciously... It's on my LinkedIn profile. Because I don't know what the point of LinkedIn is, so I just...
Alright, well, I think...
Poets are mysteriously silent on the subject of cheese.
All right.
They
Later,
are.
guys.
Yep. We're just going to go ahead and leave this podcast. Just like Ethan's wife.
Oh!